Have you ever visited a country that completely changed your life? Maybe not in a dramatic movie montage kind of way, but in a more quiet and subtle change of your feeling or perception. For me, there was one country that did that. But here's the twist, that life-changing experience doesn't stay the same forever. Let me explain. When I think back to the first country that really changed me in the way that I think, I don't just remember the landmarks, I remember how I felt and how that country kind of cracked open my perception of the world and how I thought about it. Maybe for you it was your first solo trip or study abroad, or even living in a culture that forced you to think about yourself in a completely different way. For me, that first country was Thailand. At that time, I'd already been traveling through Europe and working abroad for quite some time already. Maybe I'd blocked a lot of that time out because back then I wasn't really living my best life. Nothing nefarious. It was just the wrong moment in my life with the wrong people in it at the time. It wasn't just the sights or the food or the people, although all of that matters. It was something more. It was like something internal. It's quite hard to describe. In that chapter of my life, I was a 20-something-year-old just trying to figure it out. And that country, at that moment in time, gave me something that I really didn't know that I needed. Maybe it was the chaos, or what I thought was chaos back then. Maybe it was the moments of silent reflection, as at that time I was traveling on my own. Maybe it was the kindness of strangers, or maybe it was just the time that I needed to breathe. Whatever it was a reset that was vital. But here's what I've learned since then. Life-changing moments and places aren't static. That one magical place that changed you might not do the same again, because you change. Life moves forward. Old chapters close and new ones begin. And what you needed in your 20s is not the same as in your 30s and your 40s and your 50s. Over the years, I've traveled to many places, some of them wild and exhilarating, while others were quiet and healing. And what I've realized is that every place has the potential to be life-changing if you were there at that right moment of your story. It's like catching a wave. It's like catching your wave. You have to totally be in sync with your own life. The first country that changed my life will hold a special place in my heart. It was a turning point. It was a new marker in my life. But it's not the only country that's ever changed me. Like this is a moving target. And it's not just the places either, it's the people. People you meet along the way. Some will stay in your life forever. And even though most will disappear, their impact will stay with you. So if you're watching this and wondering, will I ever have a life-changing experience? The answer is yes, but maybe not in the way you expect. It won't always be fireworks and fanfare. And it doesn't have to be a country. Sometimes it's just a moment, a quiet conversation or a realization. And here's the beauty of life-changing experiences. They evolve, they adapt, they follow your story like a shadow. What changed your life at 23 won't change your life at 43. That's just not personal growth. But that doesn't make it less valuable, it just makes it real. So here's what I've learned and what I want to leave with you. Be open to the fact that your life is made up of chapters. Each chapter might need a different setting, a different cast of characters, a different lesson to be learned. Let the world teach you, let people surprise you, let your needs evolve and follow where they lead. Because no matter where you go, or no matter how far you travel, you'll always find pieces of yourself scattered in places you never expected. Maybe right in front of you. The first country that changed your life is just a part of your story. And the word country, that's just a metaphor for anything really. Keep going, there's so much life to live. And who knows, the next moment that might change everything for you might be just one decision away. So what are the places, people, and decisions that change your life? I'd love to hear it. Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if this resonated with you. Thanks for being here. See you in the next one.